Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 4 of remote learning. I'm going to briefly go over what you're going to be seeing this week. So let's first log into Google Classroom and go to the stream. I want to show you that I posted a parent check-in form right here that some of you have filled out, and I appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to fill it out yet, I encourage you to. I do like to know how you're feeling and what's working and what's not working for your child and your family. The next thing that's posted on the stream recently is a link to our Zoom classroom. This is the link you're going to use for our Monday, Wednesday, and Friday classes. And as well, anytime your child has an assessment that they need to complete, this is the link that you'll use. It's the same link all the time. And I'm going to try to bump it up to the top of the stream as much as possible so that it's one of the first things that you'll see. The next thing that I posted this morning is a 5-minute tutorial showing you the three parts of our curriculum that we're introducing this week. So if you can take a couple minutes after this to watch that video, I think it would be really beneficial to you to understand how we're going to be structuring our math series, which is called My Math, our reading series, which is called Journeys, and our Letters Alive, which is part of our handwriting. So Letters Alive, keep in mind, because I know it seems like a lot, but Letters Alive is going to be only for 2 weeks. So I don't want to say that it's an optional activity, but it's going to coincide with our Journeys reading series, and it's just more paper pencil work for your child to practice their fine motor and their handwriting skills. And we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit more when we go to the classwork. So that's what you're going to see on the stream for this week. Also, you'll see this video obviously posted as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to the classwork so we can look at what our classwork's going to look like this week. So as you can see at the very top, I always post that virtual playroom. And I'm going to be updating it at the end of the week to add some October read alouds and some some phonics skills and things like that. So when I do update it this week, I will notify you so that your child will know. I'm not going to be posting the virtual playroom under our classwork anymore as a daily activity because I don't want to post too many assignments. Just know that this is something that you can do I just encourage even 10 minutes a day just for brain breaks and different fun activities for them to do. So say you start your morning and you're doing some videos and your child needs a break. They can go to that virtual playroom and they can click and choose something fun, a fun activity to do. So that's always going to be at the top of our classwork. Our Parent Resource Lounge will also be at the top. Remember, you can click there to see all of the tutorials that I've made. I update them all the time. So, maybe there's a day where you're thinking, oh, I forgot what to do with the handwriting book. You can go to that Parent Resource Lounge and find that tutorial. Okay, so let's go to week 4. First, before we go to week 4, I want to show you. This is from my view. So these are gray because they actually won't show up until 8 a.m. tomorrow for your child. But if you go down here to week 3 and week 2, I am still going to keep those on our classwork page for 2 weeks at a time. I'm going to keep the classwork. Sorry. Because I know that some of you are playing catch up and maybe you didn't do some activities from last week and you want to go back and you want to view those activities and you have that opportunity to do that. So I'm going to keep 2 weeks at a time loaded on our classwork. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed and think that there's going to be all these weeks loaded on there. There won't be. So let's go ahead and look at week 4. And remember, I'm always going to have that rainbow and have that week at a glance loaded at the very, very top. So let's click on the week at a glance and let's take a look at it for this week. So as you can see, I'm very consistent. I try to keep things looking the same so that you get used to it. I try to condense it a little bit and make it a little cleaner for you to visually be able to look at. So I'm going to go to the week at a glance, and then I'm going to go back over to the Google Classroom and kind of compare. So we're just going to look at Monday. Okay, so let's look at Monday. Number 1, you could see it says daily bell ringer. So let's go to Google Classroom and look. The first thing for Monday you should see is Monday bell ringer. So remember, you're going to click on that Google form. You're going to type in your child's name, and then they're going to click on the emoji of how they feel that day. This is for your attendance, your daily attendance. It's very important. If you don't fill out the Google form that day and I saw you in Zoom or I had any contact with you at all, that also counts for attendance for the day. All right, so let's go back to the week at a glance. As you can see, I put number 2, watch morning meeting and Haggerty, because what I did was, and I'll go back to Google Classroom, and you could see it says Monday, morning meeting, and Haggerty. And I put both videos in there at the same, in the same area, because we need to now post our Haggerty videos as an assignment. So what that means is that when you are finished watching the morning meeting and Haggerty videos every day, you are going to click turn in. And I went through this last week. I did a little tutorial showing you how to turn in an assignment. If you need help with that, again, please contact me and let me know. The reason why we posted this as an assignment, and it's not worth any points, but we have to make sure that there's something throughout the week that the kids are responsible for completing. And we thought that as a kindergarten team, we felt that morning meeting and Haggerty were the most important skills for them to watch. So if you do nothing else for the day and you only watch the morning meeting and Haggerty, then that is the most important thing to do for that day. So that's why we posted this as an assignment. So from this point forward, Haggerty and morning meeting will be in one folder together, and they will be posted as an assignment. So as you can see, I put here, click turn in when you are done. So after you're done, you'll click turn in. Now, you don't have to do this every day. Let's say it's Wednesday and you're like, oh, I forgot to watch Tuesday's Haggerty and I need to still watch Wednesday's Haggerty. That's fine. You have until Sunday at midnight to watch anything, to do anything for that week or watch any of the videos for that week. So don't feel like you have to do this every single day. Like you have to watch Haggerty, you have to watch it Monday, you have to watch Tuesdays on Tuesday. I encourage you to, because I think that it's good to stay on a daily schedule, but you do have all week to catch up. Let's say you decide on a Wednesday that you just want to take the day off. You know, the kid, they're feeling cooped up and you want to go outside and play. You can do that. Do it on Thursday, do it on Saturday. So I just wanted to show you that these two videos will be posted together. I think it's a little cleaner, and I'm trying to keep it the way that it would be in our classroom. So in our classroom, we would always have our morning meeting with Haggerty together. And then as you can see right above that, I did put Zoom at 9 a.m. So, and that's on our week at a glance as well. Okay, so let's continue down the classwork. So we have our bell ringer, we have our Zoom meeting with the link posted, and we have our morning meeting and our Haggerty. Okay, so as you can see on the week at a glance, it says Journeys Reading, letter A, Journeys Packet. So I put Monday, Journeys Reading. I know it looks like a lot, but I want to explain to you why. So remember that Journeys is our reading series, and this is day 1. So I will tell you that I will explain to you every day what that day is about, and I will tell you what materials you need. So I said for this activity, you will need your Journeys Reader's Notebook. So that means that your child can watch this video with their Journeys Reader's Notebook and their pencil, and they can follow along with me so that I can teach them the lesson, so that you aren't necessarily sitting there and teaching them the lesson. Is it a good idea in the beginning to sit and make sure that they're on track and doing the right thing? Absolutely. So don't feel like I'm encouraging you to not be there, but I want the goal to be for me to be teaching them as much as possible. So to take that load off of you. So as you can see, I'll post a video of me teaching the reading lesson for that day. And then I just added I always add a little YouTube song or something to go along with the lesson. So I put Jack Hartman's Letter A in there. Is it mandatory? No. Is it encouraged? Yeah, because it's always going to be helpful for the kids. I also added the ABC song from the Letters Alive studio. Again, just an alphabet video for you to watch. It is not mandatory. What's more important is I'm going to go back to the week at a glance, and I'm going to see, okay, Journeys reading. Now I see where it says math, and I'm actually going to change this and add my math. And I'm going to say that this is chapter 1, introduction. Okay, so you know that on Monday, it's going to be chapter 1 and the introduction. So let's go back to our Google Classroom. And you could see where it says Monday, My Math. So let's click there. Okay, and you could see where I said you will need your math packet for this assignment. Watch Mrs. Meakin teach you your math lesson for the day. Okay, so on this video, and I know it looks like this funny right now, but it won't look like that tomorrow, I promise. Again, just like the Journeys, you can have your math packet in front of your child with your pencil, and they could be sitting there following along while I'm teaching them the math lesson for the day. That is the goal. I will always, just like Journeys, I will always put a little YouTube link for them to watch. We love Jack Hartman in kindergarten, so I use a lot of the Jack Hartman videos because the kids love it. So in the beginning of the year, I like to mix it up. So a lot of it is Jack Hartman right now. We might mix it up a little bit. Okay, I also put in here that you can practice forming your letters with Play-Doh from your hands-on learning bag. You're at home. You know your child. You know if they need less work or if they need more work. I always put things like this in here because I do have parents sometimes contacting me and saying, you know, my child needs more work. They're completing the work really fast and they want more things to do. So these are just some ideas for you to work on. They are not mandatory. You do not have to do these things. Like the Play-Doh mats from the hands-on learning bag. It is just a suggestion. The most important thing is that they are watching the videos and that they're following along with the videos that I make. Everything else is sort of a supplemental. Right now, I know the first week I did list when I wanted you to send a picture to show me what your child was working on. I don't want you to think that I don't want to see their work because last week I did not request that at all. It's just that I'm trying to give you an opportunity to get used to and comfortable with the amount of work that we're adding every week. And I don't want to keep adding things to your plate. I did get a lot of pictures of you sending me pictures of your child working. I encourage that anytime. You can send me pictures every day, all day if you want to. I'm just not listing them in Google Classroom right now because I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you until we get a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so let's go ahead back. So that's our math for Monday. Let's go back to that week at a glance and let's look where it says number 5, writing. I know it says writing and you're thinking kindergarten writing, but yes, this is handwriting and things like that are all considered writing in kindergarten. So we're going to go back to our Google Classroom and you can see where I put Monday writing. Okay, so the directions are to complete page 14 in your handwriting workbook. I'm not going to be doing a video for the handwriting workbooks because I really feel like it might be a little bit too redundant for the kids. It's very simple because a lot of it is just tracing lines and vertical lines and horizontal lines. But I might include a YouTube video here and there just to emphasize certain skills. You could also see that, so under writing, I'm always going to put the handwriting. And now this week, I'm always going to put the Letters Alive workbook too, because while that is phonics, it's mostly writing because they're practicing writing the letters. And I put attached to this, I put the letter A video from Letters Alive. It's not mandatory. Again, it's not mandatory, but it's always helpful. The only videos that I am saying are mandatory are the videos that I actually am teaching the kids a lesson. Anything that I link from YouTube, or if it's a supplemental read aloud or something, that is not mandatory. It is just suggested as a helpful tool for your child. I hope that this video was helpful and this at least shows you Monday and what Monday will look like. I want to go back to the week at a glance and show you that on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to be doing from the handwriting workbook. The Letters Alive is actually every single day for the next 2 weeks. Because remember, we're doing a letter a day. For the next 2 weeks, we're doing one letter every day from the Journeys workbook and the Letters Alive workbook. So the same letter will be on the same day. So I hope that that's not too confusing for you. If it is, and you don't understand and you need me to help you further, please contact me. I will set up a one-on-one Zoom with you and your child. I'm more than happy to do that. I want to make it as simple as possible for you. As you can see on the week at a glance, I did include on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm still incorporating read alouds and those social emotional skills like loving yourself and friendship and what makes us unique and things like that. I think that those are so important in kindergarten, and we really, really try to zone in on those skills, especially in the first month of kindergarten. So while it looks like we're doing a lot of math and writing, we still want to make it fun and we still want to make it engaging. That's what those Zoom classes are for as well. We're not necessarily teaching a lesson or a skill in Zoom. They're more for fun activities. So this week I want to encourage you to send your child to Zoom because they are more fun. They're really engaging. The kids really love seeing each other and they love getting to know each other. So while it's not mandatory, I'm just encouraging it for your child. Okay, so that's the week at a glance for the week. This is what Google Classroom is going to look like for Monday. And this is the basic setup of what it's going to look like pretty much every day. Like I said, if we have a read aloud, like on Tuesday, we'll have a read aloud. So as you can see under Tuesday, it will say read aloud. So I'm trying to make the week at a glance look as much like Google Classroom as possible. And again, I might need to change the week at a glance periodically, but I will try to keep you updated and let you know when I need to do that. Okay? I hope everybody has a great week, and I hope that this video was helpful. Please let me know. Give me any feedback that you can. Have a great day.